Hello guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Corey and I am with Cruise Control Transportation. If you are going to be selling out of Port Canaveral and you want to keep more money in your pockets, well, this video is definitely for you. I am going to give you 3 ways of how travelers waste money when they're cruising out of Port Canaveral every week. And I'm going to show you how to avoid those same mistakes. That's going to give you more money for your excursions. If you want to go spend some money at the spa, if you want to throw some money away at the casino, or if you want to buy out the bar for all your fellow cruisers around you. So stick around, this video will definitely be worth it. So Port Canaveral tip number 1, stay at an airport area hotel versus a Cape Canaveral or Cocoa Beach area hotel. The airport area hotels will be $50 to $150 cheaper per night than the Cape Canaveral and Cocoa Beach area hotels. Also, when you stay at one of those Cape Canaveral or Cocoa Beach area hotels, you have to find transportation to get you from the airport to that hotel. The very next day, whenever you're going to your cruise, you got to get transportation from your hotel to the cruise the next day. That will cost you anywhere between $10 to $15 per person just for that alone. When you're staying at one of the airport area hotels, the hotels will actually pick you up from the airport for free and take you to the hotel. The very next morning, you can call us over here at Cruise Control Transportation. We'll pick you up directly from your hotel for only $25 a person and take you directly to the cruise terminal. So that's saving you guys a lot of money just in that sense. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, well, I want to be near Port Canaveral. I don't want to miss my cruise. If you're staying in Orlando, guys, you are not going to miss your cruise the next day. You will make it to your cruise on time. So don't let that be in the back of your head that you're not going to make it in time. Staying near the airport area, there's also a lot of restaurants and shops that you can walk to directly from your hotel. So tip number 1, save more money in your pocket, just stay at one of the airport area hotels. All right, guys, and my pro tip number 2, make sure you have your transportation prearranged before you make it to Orlando. I know a lot of you guys like to go with the rideshare companies, but whenever your ride is prearranged, you already know what you're paying. With a company like us, we only charge $25 per person each way. And by the end of this video, I'm also going to give you guys a 10% discount code to help you save even more money. Now, with the rideshare companies, you guys got to keep in mind this is Orlando. Port Canaveral is the second busiest cruise terminal, so their prices are usually surging. I know there's going to be somebody in the comments saying, well, I only paid $60 to get me from Orlando to Port Canaveral. Good for you. In most cases, in most days, that's not the case. So what I did, I'm gonna pull out my phone. For a couple of days, I logged into one of the rideshare apps to see what they were charging. So coming from Port Canaveral on October the 10th at 7:25 in the morning was $96 for Uber X and $143 for Uber XL. And I will show that there. If it doesn't appear properly on the camera, I will just put it in the video. That's at 7:25 a.m. Now at 8:50 a.m., the price is going to get higher as later on that we go in the day. So at 8:50 a.m., Uber X $127, Uber XL $164, and then a double XL is $226. And I will show that to you right there. Now I will say that the rideshare prices leaving Port Canaveral is more expensive than going from Orlando to Port Canaveral. For some reason, there's a higher rate in Port Canaveral than Orlando. I don't know why, but I also did, I did this from Orlando going to Port Canaveral at 8:52 a.m. The Uber X was on sale for $59.90. It's usually $66.73. And the Uber XL was $83 and the double XL was $102. All right, and then later on that morning at 10:15, the Uber X price went up to $67, the XL went to $93, and the double XL went to $114. If you guys can't see that, once again, I will just put it up on the screen. So as you can see, the later it gets in the morning, the more expensive their prices get. Now, if you use a company like us, you know exactly what you're going to pay. And just for sticking around this long in the video, I am going to give you guys a 10% discount code for any of our shared shuttles. So if you use code CCT10, that will save you 10% on any shared shuttle in our fleet. That is CCT10, and that will save you 10% on any shared shuttle. Always know what you're paying so you're not overpaying. And number 3 on my list will be to park at an off-site parking lot if you're driving to Port Canaveral on the day of your cruise. So right now, Port Canaveral's prices of parking has gone up to $20 per day. So for a 7-day cruise, you're looking at $140. That's a lot of money just to park your car. Now, if you park at one of the off-site lots, that price can range anywhere between $11 to $16 a day. That price could go up, it could go down, but it's usually somewhere in that bracket. And right now, guys, honestly, whenever you're parking, especially in Cruise Terminal 1 or Cruise Terminal 10, the traffic right now is horrendous. Like, you have to get in one line to go drop off your luggage, and then you got to loop around just to go park your car, and that could take anywhere between 20 to 40 minutes right now. Whenever you park at one of the off-site lots, you're just going to pull in, you're going to park, you're going to jump on one of their shuttles. They're going to go through their commercial lane once they get to Port Canaveral and drop you off right where the porters are. So you don't have to sit around in lines and, wait 20, 40 minutes just to get out your car to park to go walk to the ship. So you're going to save money, you're going to save time. So that would be my last pro tip, is if you're driving into Port Canaveral, park at one of the off-site parking lots. All right, guys, and those are my top 3 money-saving tips when cruising out of Port Canaveral. Make sure you stay at an airport area hotel. Make sure you already have your transportation prearranged, and if you're driving into Port Canaveral, make sure you park at one of the off-site parking lots. Now, if you haven't already, we ask that you will please like, share, subscribe to the channel. We ask that you will please share this video on your Facebook cruise group to help everybody save a little money. Once again, whenever you guys are coming to Orlando, feel free to book with us over here at Cruise Control Transportation and use our discount code to save you 10% on any of our shared shuttles. Once again, that discount code is CCT10. That's going to save you 10% on any shared shuttle. And now that I've saved you guys some money, if you ever catch me on a cruise ship, make sure you buy me a drink. Until next time, see you later.